Hey everybody, how's it going? Just doing a little different video here, and just kind of thinking about it because the other day I wanted to go do a live stream or a live video, and it was one of the requirements to do that is to have 50 subscribers or more, and I'm only at 40. The channel's been growing, I don't know, slow, medium, I'm not too sure, but I just keep on chugging away at it. But I wanted to kind of do these type of videos on a live stream. I could get some interaction with people that might have some sort of questions and stuff, because I'm going to do a couple videos about myself, my current situation, kind of how I got here, and see if anybody's interested in that, because I might have some good information. Like probably the video I'm going to do right after this one, because I'm going to try to keep these relatively short, because I can just ramble on, and if you've seen some of my other videos, sometimes I just kind of get sidetracked. But anyways, so yeah, try to stay focused on one thing here. And yeah, so the next video will be I think I'm going to talk about like inflation, CPI. I mean, this has nothing to do with antiques, toys, gold, silver, or anything like that, but it's one of those things that's kind of helped me get to the position where I'm at now. Just kind of looking at things from a different perspective, and I'm going to give that perspective more detail in the next video. Once again, I wanted to do that type of thing on a live stream because I've been learning and doing that for years now, and I was just kind of thinking with the live stream, like, get some more people that might ask questions from more of a beginner standpoint, but I'll try to give it a nice simple breakdown and some explanations to how I've kind of set things up from a financial perspective, or Social Security, which I don't receive right now because I'm in the late half of my early 50s. So getting it into the about me type of thing real quick here. So yeah, I won't dox any information, but yeah, I'm in the earlier late half of my 50s, and a lot of guys that I've worked with recently, they're in their 60s and even early 70s. And so what happened is, earlier this year, I was a tire builder for a pretty big company, and they're kind of doing some restructuring. But anyways, they offered before they do any sort of layoffs, they'll offer what's called a buyout. People are looking to leave the job, they'll give them kind of like a severance package. Probably more people know that type of terminology better. It's kind of like a severance package type of situation. So at my age, I was too early it's too early for me to collect Social Security, but I felt that it was a good time to kind of shift gears and kind of start going a little bit different direction, because building tires and working in a big manufacturing company, that's pretty physical. And throughout my life, I've done a lot of physical jobs, tire building, in the military for a while, even when I was younger, doing landscaping, stone work, even some of my first jobs, I used to work fast food a lot. A couple different fast food places for years. Just kind of tried to do whatever I could do to make ends meet. And stayed pretty busy doing a lot of different things. Like I said, a lot of physical stuff. So it just got to the point where you keep on doing this physical stuff, and especially if some of you guys or gals that might be watching this, if you're in your 50s or even 40s, every morning you're gonna be waking up and you're gonna have a little ache and pain in places you didn't realize you even had on your body. So yeah, I wanted to kind of shift some gears and kind of focus on some stuff that I had to think about for a long time. And one of those things is, you've seen from some of the other videos that I've done here, is with buying and selling antiques, vintage toys. As you can tell, yeah, I'm 50 something and I still like toys, anyways, yeah, so I'll buy and sell some stuff, and antiques, vintage toys, gold and silver. That might be also another separate video, is buying gold and silver. I've done some videos here about coins and stuff like that, but and just keep this to one sentence here, and I'll save that for another video. Is, if you're buying gold and silver, keep it and save that for an extreme emergency. That should be like from a personal finance perspective, that should be like your reserve stash. So you should always have some sort of gold or silver. Everybody talks about having an emergency fund, so X amount of cash and stuff like that. So I've taken the Dave Ramsey course and stuff like that, and they talk about all kinds of things. But yeah, so if you're buying gold and silver, hang on to it unless you absolutely medical emergency something. Just hang on to it, and if you never need it, pass it down to your children, because that's another great idea for a video. Is kind of a predicament that a lot of us are in these days, and that being is, I know a lot of guys that are and gals that are younger than me and also older than me, by a good 10, 15, almost 20-ish years, and you try to tell the younger people how they should be looking at things. And I admit it, I was there too when I was younger, and guys would be telling me, hey, learn about, and these were older guys. They're probably, I don't know, probably 50 something back when I was like, 18, 19. Like, learn about computers, put a couple dollars into Apple stock or this and that. And I was sitting there, digging my hole with a shovel and pick, or helping my father with the landscape business, or doing something. And yeah, I never did. Yeah, so right now, I had to learn the hard way. I'm grateful that I was able to take advantage of some. I shouldn't say take advantage, because that might sound a little bit negative, but to put myself in certain positions to kind of get me where I'm at now. And when I say get me, that doesn't mean I'm like fully retired, sitting on a bunch of money or nothing like that. I've been able to just keep my expenses fairly low and be able to put some money away also. And then that'll be one of the next videos too, where I'll kind of talk about kind of leveraging and hedging, not in the sense of like stocks and options, but in some different ways, how to kind of get you in a better position. And I'm definitely not a financial guy or accountant, tax attorney, none of that stuff. I'm just some dude with a big old beard, and I just did a lot of research, spent a lot of time reading, watching videos, learning stuff, and trial and error. Yeah, I've made some mistakes, and you just learn from them. Yeah, so about me, kind of wrap this up here. So I left my job earlier this year, and right now I've been working on growing my antique business, getting things started, and it's summertime here in North Carolina, and it's burning hot out there. So you know, shows and things like that are kind of scarce. They'll start picking up, you know, over the next month or two, once the temperature starts cooling down. So I'm going to be hitting up a couple shows. Actually, at the end of this month, Sunday, August 30th, I'll be up at Raleigh for one day. It's a Sunday. It's a toy show, so I'm going to be up there with some vintage toys and some other things. Just, you know, selling that, and then I'm going to see about getting into some of these bigger antique shows, setting up there and selling some things. And let's see what else. I guess that's about it for now. And yeah, if you go ahead and like, subscribe, check out some of these videos, watch the next one. I'm doing this all off the cuff. I'm not scripting anything, or I just, you know, out here hanging out, shooting the breeze. There's usually a couple days of the week where it's kind of quiet for me, and you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, Sundays, you know, they'll be a little bit busier. Flea markets, auctions, all these types of things. But yeah, go ahead, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you all in the next video.